Hello YouTube, in this video I'm going to show you how to make traditional scones. If you like what you see, make sure you carry on watching this video. I'll go through all the ingredients with you, step by step, and then of course share with you the end product. The ingredients you need are 225 grams of self-raising flour, 75 grams of butter at room temperature, 40 grams of caster sugar, 1 large egg beaten with 2 tablespoons of milk, and then RB7 mine with some clotted cream and some cherry jam. The very first thing that you want to do is preheat your oven to 200 degrees, and then you want to sieve in your self-raising flour into roughly a large bowl. Then you want to add in your butter. Make sure your butter is at room temperature, and I have just cut it into chunks because it's easier to rub in. If you have it straight from the fridge, it will take quite a while to rub it in. So you want to rub it in using your fingertips until it looks like breadcrumbs. Next thing, you want to sieve in your sugar. Make sure you get rid of all of the lumps. And then you just want to stir that round with a metal knife. Then you want to add in roughly half of your egg and milk mixture and give it a good stir round. When it starts coming together, then you want to get your hands in and try and knead it into a dough ball. If it's not coming together, then add a tiny bit more liquid, but remember, you don't want it to be a sticky dough. The next thing that you want to do is sprinkle a little bit more flour onto the work surface before you roll it out. Now, you don't have to use a rolling pin, you can just use your hands because you don't really need to roll it out that much because you want a good thickness to your scones. And then using your rolling pin, you want to roll it out. You don't want to roll it too much because you do want them to be quite thick, but they will rise slightly in the oven because you've used self-raising flour. I'm going to be using a 7cm cutter, and that's what I think would be perfect size for these scones. So I'm roughly going to roll it out about that thickness there, and I'm going to start cutting these out from the outside in and then placing onto a baking tray. What I've done with the baking trays is I've just covered it with a little bit of butter and then dusted it with some flour. So this is the size that I have gone for. And once you've cut out all of your scones, then you want to re-roll out your dough. You don't want to waste any. The next thing that you want to do is glaze your scones. So you want to use the remaining egg and milk mixture that you had previously. If you used it all up, then just glaze it with a little bit of beaten egg or some milk. Once you've glazed the tops of your scones, it's time to put them in the oven, and you want to bake them for roughly 10 to 12 minutes. So I'll see you when these are cooked. And there we have it, some amazing scones. I call them scones. What do you call them? But I can't wait to taste these. They taste so good, especially with clotted cream. And I'm using cherry jam, which my friend's nan made, and I think it goes perfectly. So obviously use whatever jam you've got in your cupboards or your fridge, but cherry jam and scones, oh, they are amazing. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you know when my next video is coming up. I will see you in my next video.